inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Houston Cougars and the Kansas State Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, Houston's head coach told me right before the game his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. Coming out with it, it's White. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Kansas State's offense will have the football first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Sends it back in motion. Off play action. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Might be changing the route. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the back.
Might have a chance. Makes it past the marker. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Duff. Pressure coming. A strike downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Now the play fake. Flips it out in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, five. Ready, five. Go, go. Go, go. Go, go.
Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. He's looking downfield to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but there he goes. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Hughes. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. The quick out. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Maybe some room here. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's
headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens opens up the pass.
Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Back to throw, it's Duff. Hines is tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. On the ground, it's Hughes. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass, it's Wegman. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And this defense doing a really good job understanding out route, seeing it, sitting on it, waiting, breaking on the football, not giving up the 3rd down conversion.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Running inside, it's Jackson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Give to the back. He's there to make the stop.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To the air, it's Duff. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go.
I really like the 3rd down plan here. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, forcing the 4th down.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Give to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Puts it out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He now has 80 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. The Cougars are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Finding open areas. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone, it's Hughes. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Houston, 14, Kansas State, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's White. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Jackson. And he could not get loose on the run. It'll be 3rd and long. They go right back to him. Could be an alley. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a heat, and down he goes. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to...
Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's straight. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Houston. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Duff. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the number 9 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Nittany Lions in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Hey guys, the Cougars head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strive here in the second half. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. That big, explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering him downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on 4th down.
Running inside. It's Jackson. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, you want every little bit you can get, and they got nothing there. 15-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The run inside. It's Hughes. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game. So,
guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Touchdown, Cougars. And the punishment has been extended. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Fielded in the end zone. It's White. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's...
Turning it on! It's a fumble! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Ready to go.
On the run, it's Jackson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Dropping back, it's Duff. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, checking in from the Houston sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Split backs here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wildcat! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. They'll leave it with him. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Hughes. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
At the 42-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keep it on the ground. Maybe a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Wegman. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wideout. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Just keeps slinging it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Running inside. It's Hughes. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game.
Touchdown, Houston! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it's up and no good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The run inside. It's Jackson. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Kansas State quick to the line. Looking to throw, it's Duff. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quarterback gets the first down. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
I love it, and that's exactly how I'm going to play if I'm this defense today. You've seen him. This guy will take off. He'll make plays with his feet. Nice job playing coverage, but with eyeballs on the quarterback. Not allowing him to take off and run when he wants to. Great job. As soon as they see it, they pull the trigger, they come up, and they make the tackle.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Touchdown, Kansas State. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So a drive there of 85 yards. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. There's a little game pressure on these guys right now. The run has turned this into a ball game again, and now they need to put together a drive here. The throw. It's complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Fires to the middle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cougars! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the two-point conversion attempt fails.
Houston, 39. Kansas State, 20.
Coming out with it, it's White. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Working that left side now.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down. And we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Makes the grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Wants to throw on third down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46. The Houston offense comes onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dan.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and plays breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack,